returning subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much for the support, you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who are new, welcome, join the family, and let's walk the walk. So this channel is about everything money. We're going to be talking about how to make money online, how to make passive income, savings, budgeting, investments, basically everything around financial freedom. If that's something you're interested in, stay, join the family, smash that subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell so you're notified every single time that I post and you do not get left behind. I will be posting 2 videos a week. That's at a minimum. So not to say strictly 2 videos, but I'll be doing at minimum 2 videos a week, so you should have content to keep you going. I am reminding you guys about my $100 giveaway. Yes, that's still happening. I'll be giving away $100 to one of my most active subscriber. In order for you to qualify for this giveaway, you need to be subscribed, you need to be active, which is liking, sharing, commenting, engaging in the videos. I will go through all my videos and pick out the most active subscriber, and that's the person who's going to win. May the best man win. Pew, pew. So before we get into today's video, I know you guys have noticed that YouTube introduced this thing called YouTube Shorts. It's basically the same as your TikTok and your Instagram Reels, where they have like short videos less than 60 seconds, and you just have 60 seconds to get the message across. If it's dancing, if it's all these, TikToks, everyone knows what TikTok is. So basically YouTube launched that. They have like a shelf where there's like literally just shorts, and apparently they took out a budget of 100 million in developing and funding and making sure that the shorts come to life and that they're like proper and all those things. So they're very serious about their shorts. That's why you've been seeing them pushing the shorts. Like if you're scrolling your feeds, they're full of the shorts because they said that they're really dedicated in doing this. They've spread out the project for like 2 years. I think in 2021 and throughout 2022 they're hoping that they can reach their target in this shorts growth. So yeah, with that being said, I will be participating in the shows. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up where now you're not gonna get confused or shocked when I start posting these different things. I will be participating in the shorts. So what I decided to do for my shorts, I will be posting money quotes, money memes, anything around money, because this channel is all about money. So why not keep it that way and not just now put shorts of me doing TikTok challenges and all those things. I mean, you guys are here to learn about those things, so why not just include jokes here and there and sense of humor, all these funny little things. So I will be posting around that. You guys will see my content. I hope you like the content, and I hope you find it amusing, funny, and while you're scrolling and waiting for me to post my next video, that will keep you going. You'll just have a laugh or whatsoever. So enjoy that, look out for that. I will be participating in the shorts, and I'll be posting them more often than my videos, because I mean, preparing, or what can I say, like making or creating a short, it takes me less time than to record and set up the whole thing, and so that's why it's not that I'm gonna move from like these videos to shorts. No, it's just that it's quicker for me. It takes me like 2 minutes to make a short, you understand, and to post it will take, so the whole process will take me 5 minutes. But as opposed to this take me very long, because I have to research, I have to make sure I don't make mistakes. I take so many takes, guys. Like I really take like today's video, I recorded a whole 20-minute video and I canceled it and I'm redoing it again. That's just to show you guys how much this takes up time, and that's why I don't really record on a daily basis. But look out for the shorts. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope I get good feedback on it or whatever. But it really isn't anything. It's just to make people laugh and just put a smile on someone's face, or just if you're stressed about something, so you just think about that and just be like, that's so stupid, yeah. Okay, today's video is about stocks. Yes, we're going to be talking about, this is going to be an investment video. We're going to be talking about how to invest, what to invest in, and all those things. So in the investing department and all those things, we're going to be talking about how to invest. I did a video on the savings, and one of my subscribers, one of you guys, and Paul, asked me to, she's actually a friend of mine, she asked me to do a video on equities. Is it worth it investing in equities? All those things, you see. So I've been looking into it, studying it, and all those things. And remember my Skillshare video? I told you guys in my Skillshare video, if you haven't watched the Skillshare video, go and watch the Skillshare video. I will link it up. Yeah, I'll link it up here somewhere, and go watch it, because there is a 30-day free trial for you to try out Skillshare. That is where I got all my knowledge on stocks and all these things. I'm on Skillshare learning about stocks and all these things, so you can also go learn about literally anything you want to learn about. Go watch that video. If you don't want to watch the video, that's fine. Go to that specific video and go to the description box. You will find the link to Skillshare. Sign up for your 30-day free. Learn a skill, learn something that could change your life, you know. Yeah. So with stocks, yes, what is a stock? Basically, a stock is you owning a portion or percentage of a company. That is it. A stock is ownership in a company. So when you buy a stock, you buy ownership in that company, right? And your percentage ownership is determined by the amount of stocks or shares which they issued out, and what your share is in proportion to all the others. Basically, if they issued 10 shares and you buy one, you own 10% of the company. If they issued like that, if they issued 100 shares and you buy one, you own 1% of the company. If they issued 10,000 shares and you buy one, you do the math, you own 0.000 something. If they issued 10 million shares and you buy one, you own, that's basically that. It's what your stake is as compared to what they issued out is your stake in that company. So you buy an ownership. You can probably think like, oh my gosh, so if I buy one share, do I own like 0.0000000? Yeah, you do, but that doesn't matter, because it's not about how much you own, unless you want to take over that company and you want to actually get your 50% ownership so you can make decisions, blah 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 blah. But then this video is not about that. This video is about investing, for you to get return on your investment, not really to own the company and to make decisions in the company or voting rights or whatsoever. No, this is just for your monetary value, growing the value of your money, you know. So that is a stock. A stock is you owning a percentage of a company. That is what a stock is. It's shares, basically. They call it stock and shares. Some other countries call it shares. Some other countries call it stock. It's the one and the same thing. That is what it is. And why do you buy a share? Why do people buy stocks and shares and all those things? People buy stocks and shares because they're hoping that that company will increase in value, so when they sell their share, it's worth much more than what they bought it for. It's basically the same concept as forex trading, where you buy low and you sell high. You buy a currency at this rate when it's trading, you buy a currency when it's trading at this rate, and then you sell it when it's trading at that rate. When the rand and the dollar falls, it affects your buying and your selling and all those things. So that's the same with the stock. You are buying a share or a stock within a company, hoping that the company will increase in value, and if the company increases in value, it results in an increase in the share price, meaning that your share is now worth more than what you paid for it 2 years or 5 years or 10 years ago. You understand? That's basically what people do. They do it to grow their money. It's like putting your money, holding it there, hoping that it grows in value, and then once it hits the peak which you're comfortable with, you sell, and then you get all that profit. That's basically why people buy stocks. That is it. Now, why should you buy a stock? You're probably asking, like, why should I buy a stock and all those things? The reason why you should buy stocks is because they will yield return on investment. You know, it's an investment form that can help you. I personally believe in buying stocks for the long run, long-term holding types of stocks, generational wealth type of stocks and all those things. I don't believe in buying for the short term, like buying now and selling next year or whatever. I don't understand why people do that, but people have their reasons. And also people just, when an event, like a major event happens or something affects the company, and the share price drops or increases, then the people act, they buy or sell or whatever they decide to do at that time. So that's why then there would be short-term holding of shares. Another short-term holding of share would be when you know that there's a future event that's about to happen to this company which could affect the share price. Any and everything affects the share price of a company. Like I don't know if that feud, or it's not a feud, but basically that whole problem between Facebook and Apple is still going on, but they were having a problem. They were going in and out of court for whatsoever Apple detected on the phones, blah blah. I don't know, I don't really know the backstory of it, but I do know that there was a problem there. And so if you are a person who is like an investor, where you trade these things and you're always constantly on the lookout and all these things, so those people knew that, okay, the outcome of this looks like sorry, the outcome of this, it looks as if Apple is going to take the hit, or no, it looks like Facebook is going to take the hit. So whichever company is going to take the hit, it means the other one is going to increase in value just for that time, because anything affects the price of a share. Media, talks, hype, this, that, everyone talking about it, people use, you understand, like that affects the price of the share or the price of that stock. So people would then buy short term because of those type of reasons, knowing that there's a near future event that's about to happen that will affect the stock. Other people, when they invest in large amounts, then they can also trade stocks on a daily basis, because it doesn't make sense for you to trade stocks on a daily basis if you're not a big investor. I'm going to explain this for you now. It makes sense if you are a big investor for you to trade it as if you're trading currencies, but if you're not a big investor, it makes no sense for you to trade stocks on a daily basis. It would make more sense for you to trade stocks long term for generational wealth, because we are all here trying to better our financial situation. So if we're trying to better our financial situation, we want it to be even good for our kids and generations to come, you understand? So if you are going to create generational wealth and you in that mentality, then I would say stocks is the best way to go about it, because of the fact that in the long run there is much of a return than in the short run if you don't have that much money to invest. Let me put this in perspective. A Netflix share 10 years ago, there's a couple of shares. I'm going to tell you the price of the share 10 years ago and the price of the share now. Remember, I had just said the reason why people buy and trade stocks is that they're buying it hoping that the company will increase in value, which means there's an increase in the share price, and then they sell it when the price is at its peak or they feel comfortable with that price. Then they sell it, or you can still keep holding it if you believe that this company is still going to do well, and I just feel like I don't need the money right now, it's fine, it can stay there. When I start seeing a decline, then I will panic. So a Netflix share 10 years ago used to, I even have my notes here, guys, so I'm going to be looking down. A Netflix share in 2010 was $15 for one share. $15. I know that you probably, whoever is watching this, you probably had $15 10 years ago. You did. Or even if you didn't, if you knew about this, you were probably going to save and buy at least one share, because you'll go crazy when I tell you how much it's going for now. A Netflix share today, as I'm recording this video, is going for $538. One share. So if you bought one share 10 years ago or in 2010, you would have made the difference between 15 and 538. That is 500 and something, you are like 500 and I don't know, $518. Yeah, I think so. Or 20 something, I don't know, but it's around there. So like, I don't know, guys, it's for me, it's like, yeah, 520. I'm still stuck there because I'm trying to find, I can't accept the fact that I don't know what it is. So it is basically 523, yes, 523 US dollars, which would be your profit if you bought a share 10 years ago, a Netflix share 10 years ago, that would be your profit. A Facebook share 10 years ago, one share was $38. Today it's 353. Microsoft was $25 10 years ago. Today it's 279. Apple was $9 10 years ago. Today it's 141. And I think this is Google. Yes, I think I searched Google. I forgot to write the name. Google was $116 10 years ago, and today it's 3,642. One share. That's the one that blew my mind. Like, guys, I don't know. Like, you understand the generational wealth, why I'm saying I believe buying shares for the long run really helps, not when you're trading them here and there. Now let me explain what I meant, that if you're a big investor, it works if you're trading them on a day-to-day. A person who has $100,000 to invest, and then they buy a Netflix share today at $538, they probably going to buy around 186 shares. If they have $100,000 to invest in Netflix today, they will get about 186 shares, right? So if they wake up tomorrow and the shares are trading at 542, meaning they increased with $4, that's the price that they increased with, and then the person decides to sell all their shares, right? They're going to make a profit of $744 overnight. You understand? So it's better for you to trade stocks when you are a big investor, because that's a lot of money. But if you buy one share for 538 today and tomorrow it's 542, you're just gonna make $4 profit. That's it. You're just going to make $4 profit, as opposed to someone who is a big investor. They're making about $750 in profit. You understand? So for me, it's better for you to invest in shares long term, buy and hold and keep them there, because the nice part about buying and holding and keeping is that some years the companies will declare a dividend, and then they just say, okay, basically a dividend is when a company says, you know what, we've made enough profit this year, we want to thank our investors for believing in us and buying from us, we're going to declare a dividend, and then you're going to get a percentage of the dividends. The percentage that you're going to get from the dividend is the percentage ownership of that specific company. Like I made an example in the beginning. If they've only issued 10 shares and you bought one, you'll get 10% of whatever they declared as dividends. If you own 1%, you'll get 1% of whatever they declared. If you own 0.0001, you'll get 0.0001 of whatever they declared as dividends. But that shouldn't be a problem, because that's money that you're just receiving as a thank you, and your share is still growing in value. That's why I'm saying shares are very, very good for generational wealth, because if you are buying, imagine someone who bought a Netflix share 10 years ago, and they then decided, when they were trading at $15 and they bought like 100. Can you imagine someone who bought like 100 Netflix shares 10 years ago, and then they decide to sell it today? That is, you know what, let me calculate it. I'm just gonna calculate it quickly for you guys. That is 523 times 100 shares. That is $52,300 of profits that a person would have made had they bought shares 10 years ago and sell it today. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money that you can make. You understand what I'm saying? And the share keeps growing in value. It keeps on growing and growing and growing and growing. So by the time you decide you want to sell it, you can just sell it for whatever price. And you don't even have to sell all your shares. You can just sell, if you have an emergency or you really need the money, you can just sell one share and keep the rest and then get your money back. For instance, the Google share that went from 116 to 3,000. How much profit is that if someone had bought 100 shares back then, or 5 shares? And the nice thing about this in your profile is that as and when you have money, you can purchase the shares. You understand? So you don't have to always say, I'm waiting until I have 3,000 so I can buy one share at Google. I'm waiting until I have 500. No, you don't have to buy a whole share. That's the nice thing about these brokers and all these things. You can buy a share partially. So you can even invest $100 and buy a Netflix share. You partially own that share. You don't own the whole share. You partially own. And how that works is that, like, a Netflix share is going for about $500. If you pay $100, someone else is gonna come pay 200, and another person can come pay 200. You three own that share, you understand, but split portions of it. Then they calculate your percentage ownership when you bought it for $100. So as and when you have money, you can invest and keep on investing and growing your value, your share value. But one thing that you guys also need to do is make sure you diversify. Do not buy one thing. Don't put all your money in one thing. You do not want to do that, because that is very dangerous. Because if that crashes or something happens, you lose all your money. You will lose everything. Because the sad part about shares is that if you buy your share for $500 today, let's say you decide to buy the share today, the share can drop to $10 by midday tomorrow. There's nothing they're gonna do for you. There is literally nothing. They can't help you. They cannot give you back your 500. You know, like how you're saying, okay, fine, I understand I didn't make profit, but can I have my money back? Like, I get the point. I get the fact that I invested 500. It didn't grow. I'm happy to accept that my money didn't grow. Can I have my 500 back? They will tell you no. You can only get $10 because that's what the share is worth today. So either you sell your shares and get your $10, or you hold it and hope that it goes back up and even surpasses that 500. So it's really up to you. That's the thing about investments. You know, they're not guaranteed. They're very high risk. These things are high risk. So you should invest long term in companies that you believe in. You know, that's why I always stress when I talk about savings is very, very, very important. Do not take all your savings and invest anyway. You need, as a person, when you want to have a portfolio or whatever, you want to feel like, okay, I'm in control of my financial situation, you need to be a person that has savings, then other investments on the side. Do not take all your savings and invest here and here and here. No, you need to have savings as a person. Savings are, there's no exception for them. You need to have savings. And then you need to then invest in all these other little things with the extra money that you have. You know, if you want to take some out of your savings, I wouldn't advise that. But if that's what you want to do, to start your trading or whatever, or investments, that's okay. But do not take out more than 50% of your savings. I would just suggest that you leave your savings. And if you want to start investing, start today. Save for investments. You still need to take out some portion that will go into your savings, and then take out another portion that is going for investments, and another portion like that, because if you're building for your future, then it's for you. It's for no one else but for you. But do not harm yourself trying to get there as fast as you can, you know. So that's why I'm saying investing in these long-term investments, of buying and holding it for 5, 10, 15 years, the longer the better the return. That's if your share or the company you bought stock in is doing very well. Another thing I'm going to tell you guys, if you start to invest, or you just said, okay, I'm going to invest in shares, I like this idea, it's actually a nice concept and everything. I mean, I can have $10 today and invest. I was going to probably buy something useless with that $10 anyways, but I actually invested. I own a portion of the share, because even if I invest $10, if the share grows in the next 10 years, the share is now worth 1,000 or 2,000, and Netflix shares worth 1,000 or 2,000. My money is also going to triple or quadruple. I know, even if I own it partially, but that partial is still going to grow, because I bought it for $10 today, but I can probably sell it for like 1,000 tomorrow or whatever. I'm probably exaggerating, but yeah, that's basically the whole concept. So now what I want to tell you guys is, do not panic when you start to see the company going down or up or whatever. Do not panic. First, research what is the cause of this. Is this something that could permanently damage this company, the value of the company? Or is this something that is just temporary? Is it the news? Is it the media? Is it just a low blow where they are going to get back up and they're going to run again? Because if you look at the graphs for these shares and all these companies, they have like a It's inclining. Yes, it is, but it inclines like this. You understand? You get where I'm going, right? Now it's here, but it's going up, but there's times where it goes down. So when you have those times where it declines, do not panic and sell everything and, oh my gosh, my world is over, I lost my. No. Find out what is the cause of this decline. Is it temporary? What is really happening? If it's something that you shouldn't worry about, then it's fine. You can leave it. You can just keep your money there. It will get back up. Secondly, I don't know how many times I said secondly, guys, but yeah. Thirdly, secondly, I don't know, but secondly, make sure that before you invest in these companies or whatsoever, you research about these companies. Do background research. Don't just invest in what everyone is saying. Invest in Netflix because it's no. Invest in companies which you do thorough research about it. Like, you research what is happening, what are the future events, who are this company's competitors. Do I see these companies? Google the competitors, because you need to know your because listen, when you own a share or a stock in the company, you own part of that company. So anything that happens or anything that affects that company affects your pockets, because you put money on that. You understand? It's not the CEOs now. You need to make moves. You need to make moves very fast. So in order for you to be ahead and be able to make moves, you need to be making the research about what's affecting the price, what is happening in that company, who are this company's competitors. Does it look like they're gonna surpass this person? Is this share gonna even grow? Is it gonna grow slowly or whatever? Don't just buy it because Netflix grew from 15 to 500 in 10 years and say most probably in the next 10 years it's gonna be now 1,000, so I am for sure. But no, make sure you research about these things, what's happening in that in its market and all those things. And also, when you do decide to buy shares and all those things, buy shares of upcoming companies. Don't buy shares of companies that are already established, because chances are, you don't have 3,600 right now to buy the share that I was like Google. I said one share in Google is like 3,600. You probably don't have. Some people do, and that's great, but most people don't have that. You understand? But you can go on the trading platforms, which I'm gonna give you the names in a couple of seconds. But you're gonna go on those platforms, see what companies are there. Companies that you do not know, that no one knows about, or people know but then they're just upcoming and all those things. Look at it, look into it, like, okay, what's happening here, what's happening here. Google, find out news about this company. What is it doing? What is its potential? Because the same way Netflix is as big as it is today, someone bought that share for $15 long time ago, not even knowing what Netflix was going to be. They just had to do the research. They saw it in the JSE or they saw it in the stock exchange, and they were like, what is this? They Googled it. Oh, it's going to offer 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's going to be like this, it's going to be like this. They invested, they believed in it, they did research. So in order for you to be those people that grow from a 15 to a $500 in a span of like 10 years, then you need to buy young and upcoming companies, tech companies to be very precise. But that's advice, not that I'm telling you just keep an eye out for those. No, that's just advice from me. I'm not a financial advisor. I am not telling you guys what to do. Do not take what I'm saying. Go do your own research on what you also would want to invest in. But I would say tech companies, because technology, it speaks for itself. Each and every, what can I say, 20 years ago this was probably not going to even be possible. FaceTiming, this, that, internet, everything was not possible. But now, because of technology, everything is just happening. So your young and upcoming tech companies that are bringing this and that, invest in those things. Your Tesla type of, like, I'm not saying Tesla, but I'm saying companies that are like manufacturing these electronic cars, these types of, you understand, like where you see we are going, the future. Look at the future and where we are headed as a human race, or I don't know, as a people. Yes, where we are headed as humanity or whatever, as people of Earth, where we are headed, and look at companies that are in that niche or in that in that market where they're producing those things and they're growing and they're doing this and they're doing that and they're doing that. Invest in those, because those ones are the ones that you are gonna find for $10 per share. Because you're probably like, oh, I understand, but you're hurting me right now, because what, I could have bought it for $15. Where am I gonna get $500 now? Oh my gosh. Go in on the trading platforms, look for companies selling for $15, do research, buy, and then you could be telling the story 10 years from now that I actually bought this share for $10 or for $15 when I watched the video. And you understand, like, look for those things, believe in it the same way people have to believe in all these ones that I've just listed now, and just try. You also need to do research and believe it, and then buy your share. That's basically it. So where can you buy shares? Where can you trade? You have all the information now. Okay, I have money, I have a mentality, I know what I want to buy, I know what I have to do, but where do I buy these shares? If you are in South Africa, you can buy from Easy Equities. It's an app called Easy Equities. It's listed companies in the JSE and all those things. You can try it out. It's a very good app for stocks and all those things. So you can buy that. You can buy from as little as 10 rand. You can literally you load 10 rand on your account, and you can buy any stock, Vodacom, Coca-Cola, you can literally buy anything. So South African people, they can do that. And also, if you don't like Easy Equities and all those things, there's a lot of trading platforms. I'm just gonna name a few. I'm not gonna name all of them, so don't come for me and tell me you didn't say it. No, if there's another one that you know and it's working for you, that's good. But this is just for people that don't know, you see. So Easy Equities, Robinhood, eToro, IQ Option, Plus 500. Those are like trading platforms where you can buy. So basically, when you see these ads of all these people like IQ Expert, what, all these trading platforms that say come trade whatever, these are the places where you can also go trade your stock. These are the places where you can also go buy a stock, and then they will generate a share certificate for you. Then you will hold that share certificate, which is proof that you own shares in that company or in that entity or whatsoever. Because if these trading platforms or these brokers actually close down, because these are brokers, the brokers are the middlemen. They are the people that ensure that we can trade. They are the people that are making it easy for us to buy, because now everyone is going to be knocking on the doors of Coca-Cola, like, hello, hey, can I buy a share? Hello, what's your account number? You understand? So they are the middleman between the seller, which is the companies, and the buyers, which is us, and then they just make the whole process easier. So if those companies close and you've invested so much of your money, at least you have a share certificate where you can now go to Coca-Cola one day and say, I bought this share. I know I bought this share, this is my share certificate, and I need my dividends. Or no, I want to sell now. You understand? That's why it's very important for you to get a share certificate, so that in the event that these things close down, or these brokers, firms, or all these things close down, you're still safe. You're on the safe side because you have a share certificate issued by that specific company, your Coca-Cola, your Netflix, your whatsoever, that you can always go and claim your share of the profits. Or you can go and resell your shares and all those things. You can go back to them and say, I'm selling my shares, here's a certificate, please give me back my money. You understand? So that's it for today's video, guys. It was a very long video. It's just that there's just so much to say around shares, because before someone does this, you need to know, don't just go in there with your eyes closed and everything. And if I'm going to expose you to this, I need to try be as detailed as I can, because I know some of you guys are just going to start investing now because you heard me saying it. So for those of you that are going to do that, I need to try to be as detailed as I can, so you can have as much knowledge as you can before you just go and dive with your eyes closed. Okay, I will put the link to all these different trading platforms in the description box down below. I will also put the link to my Skillshare, so you can get 30 days free, and you can go learn more about this on Skillshare. There's a lot of good classes there about this, around this whole equities and shares and all these things. And then you can just go learn and see what works for you. Hearing it from me, then hearing it from someone else, it starts to make sense if you hear it over and over and over again. Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying, but maybe you might understand what the other teacher is going to be saying. So really, really try it out before you go in and trade and do these things. Try out the demo accounts. There are demo accounts available, but for the long term buying and holding, generational wealth type of trading, you probably just need to go in. Just do your research on the company before you invest in a specific company, and then you can buy your shares and hold and hope that it will yield a return. But make sure, guys, you're buying in companies such as technology, tech companies, things that are going with the times, going where we are going, and they're already like ahead of us. Buy there, because you know that they're going to be big. Because it's the same thing as someone who took a chance on Netflix. Long time ago, they used to watch TV on satellite television and all these cable TVs, but then Netflix came and said, you know what, it's just going to be a membership. You don't have to have any cables. We're not going to have to come and install anything in your house, blah blah blah. That's technology. That's going with the time. Then someone was like, well, this is very much possible with technology, so let me invest. It probably is going to grow, and look at where it is now. It's booming, so do the same thing. Look at those type of things. Where are we now? Where is this company saying we could go? Do we have the potential to go there? And chances are, yes, we do have the potential to go anywhere these companies are saying we're going, because if they're saying we're going there, they have the technology to take us there. So yes, that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned a lot. I know you're probably gonna have a lot of questions. Please do not be afraid. Do not hold back. Spam the comment section down below. Spam with your questions. I will try and answer as much as I can, and where I don't know, I will do research and I will come back with information. This is the first of many investment videos that I'm going to do. So yes, this is part one. Probably gonna have a lot of parts too, because I'm gonna be talking about bonds and all these different things that you can invest in, and property investments and all those things, you understand? So stay tuned for that. If you like this type of content, please, if you haven't subscribed by now, smash that subscribe button, smash that like button as well. Smash it. It really helps me out a lot. I recently learned the YouTube algorithm. I don't know how to say that word. I always struggle. But the I learned the YouTube and apparently smashing the like button really helps me out a lot. So please smash the like button if you like the video, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and comment down below if you have any questions. And for me, it's goodbye for now. See you in the next video. Bye.